This is Minding Your Business with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. I'm Chris Spiker of Antelope Valley Florist.
I'm Aaron Goldstein from Goldstein Digital. Our next guest today is Brooke Peterson from United Way.
Ow! Hi,
Brooke. Hi.
How do you like that sexy announcer voice that Aaron's doing?
I love it.
Yeah. No wonder. We want to see a picture of Aaron, right?
I know.
What does
I
this
was
guy
watching
sound?
the videos and I kept hearing the voice and I'm like, who is this guy? Turn the camera around so we can see ya.
Brooke, you came into Antelope Valley Florist over there on Avenue J
I did. That's how I found you.
to get some flowers.
I did.
She wanted to buy from a local merchant.
I did. And in the short time that I've been with United Way, my perception of so many things has changed. And I love flowers and I like to have them in my office. And I was going to go to Vaughn's and I thought, why am I going there to get flowers? And so I thought I want to bring it into our own backyard. And there's got to be some local florists around here. And sure enough, I found you.
Yes.
And you've got a regular customer now. I will be there.
And Karen
every
was
week.
talking you up.
Yes, she was. She was talking me up.
Yeah, and found out that you should probably be on the radio show, and here you are.
And here I am.
Small world.
Yeah. Excited to be here.
So you're from Orange County,
I am from Orange County.
and now you're in the Antelope Valley, and you understand the alphabet.
I'm getting it. I'm getting the grid.
Yeah.
You know, letters this way, and I'm figuring it out.
So what's your job? You're hitting the ground running here. I don't think you've been in the Antelope Valley very long.
No, I've not. I am the regional manager with United Way, responsible for all of Antelope Valley. My office is in Lancaster, right next to downtown, right on 10th Street. And I have hit the ground running. I went to the chamber meeting, the Lancaster chamber meeting.
Right.
And when I went to go buy flowers, they thought maybe I'd met you there. So I guess you weren't there that
I missed
day.
one.
You missed
Yeah.
one. You missed one. That
You
was
can't go to
great.
them all. You know, there's
Yeah.
life. Life gets in the way and work sometimes.
It
and
does
and
from
people
time to
feel
time.
bad when they don't go to the meetings, but you
Yeah.
go to what you can.
You do.
But what a great way to meet people, huh?
Oh my goodness. Judy Kuchenberg, who is with Mental Health America, also is on our board. And
Right.
so she suggested I go and do that. It's all about visibility and consistency, being consistently visible to go meet those people. And I went to that chamber meeting and I was blown away by how many people were
You just
there.
gave us a seminar in marketing. Visible.
Yeah, being visible and consistently visible. That was her advice, Judy's actually.
So the people at United Way downtown said, okay, last year this region did a certain number, but we remember a few years ago when this region did $1 million.
Yes.
So there's a little difference little daylight between where we are and where we were.
Yeah, well, that was quite some time ago, actually. It was about 10 years ago, 7 to 10 years ago, this region did bring in around $1 million. And since then, it has dropped quite a bit. And we brought in about $200,000 last year, although United Way still contributed and funded over $600,000 back into the community.
Wow.
Yes, back into the community, and I have a list of some organizations that we actually did fund this last year. So, but my goal is to get out there, and what I'd like to do is meet organizations and owners and find some workplace ambassadors. With what that does, we have workplace ambassador training in LA, and that is our person, that's our cheerleader, that gets employees to contribute, and I joined the campaign, and we can do it in one of two ways. You do it through payroll deductions, and a year later we'll visit again and see if you want to continue that. Or it can be a one-time campaign lasting for a month or so to see if they just want to contribute at one time. So there's a couple ways to go about donating and contributing to United Way, but my goal is to make sure it comes back into Antelope Valley.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That makes people real happy when they know it's coming back.
Yeah.
Where does it go when it comes into the valley? I think you've got a list of
I do.
organizations.
Just a handful.
Is that
of
an
us.
okay question?
Yes, absolutely. So this is just a small snapshot. I got it from corporate. We just closed out our fiscal year, so we're still pulling in all the information, but Antelope Valley Boys and Girls Club is one, Antelope Valley Partners for Health, Livingstone Cathedral of Worship, South Antelope Valley Education Foundation, Valley Oasis, which is AV domestic violence. Yeah.
Very important work.
Very important work. And then the Antelope Valley Community Clinic, who I'm meeting with soon to work on a campaign. Mental Health America of Los Angeles, which Judy again is the president there. Jewish Vocational Services and Grace Resource Center, who I'm also having lunch with them next week. So,
Wow.
yeah, but that's just a handful. But I want to get more. I want to get more organizations that I can meet with, and get some campaigns going.
You're a new set of eyes in the valley, so I think you have a good way of looking at things, kind of looking around.
Oh yeah.
And you'll see things that us old timers haven't even thought about.
I hope so.
Sources.
I hope so. You know, our homeless count in Antelope Valley increased 50% last year.
Now, did we just
We have
get
to-
better at counting, or?
I think that's part of it. I do think that's a huge part of it, but there's something that we need to break the cycle and the circle, and our goal is, it's not just about getting them off the street. A lot that plays a role is mental health issues.
Yeah.
These people are not being cared for, they're not being given the right medication, the right support to help them be stabilized so that they don't circle back into the homeless environment. To get them housing, but once they're housed, then what do they do?
Yeah.
Also, we work with financial stability. We actually focus on 3 pillars. Homelessness is our first and most important. In addition to that, it's financial stability. So what we do is those with lower income, the little money they have, what do they do with it? How do they spend it? How do they manage it? And what resources do they have that will help them? So we also do financial assistance and stability, and then also education. We want to see all of our teenagers graduate from high school. That's a huge goal of ours, is to help the students not drop out. That's the path of least resistance for a lot of students these days. Is why should I graduate and go to college? What's the point? So we help with that as well.
I would think, graduating from high school could even contribute to your mental health. You've accomplished something.
Absolutely.
You stayed with something.
Yes.
You got a certificate.
You do.
You don't have to go back. You have no regrets.
A lot of pride in that. There
Yeah.
should be a lot of pride in that.
There should.
Yeah.
Just the first thing you do. But there you go. It's always teaching and training, huh?
It is, and support throughout the whole process is very, very important.
Now, what groups in the Antelope Valley would work with people on finishing high school?
That would
That's a great
probably,
question.
yeah, that's a good question. Probably, some of the community clinics do the mental health support on that. The Boys and Girls Club plays a huge role in that, and supporting that. And then just a lot of the cathedral worship, Livingston, that's a great resource as well. Yeah, so there's many resources. And a lot of companies call me, or people call me for financial assistance, and I can help them, I can refer them, but United Way does not help people pay their bills.
You're not writing a check to do
We're
it.
not writing the check, yeah, and I get calls every day for that. I need help with my bills. So 211 is a great resource as well. Great resource. And we also fund, are you familiar with 211?
No.
Okay, it's
Here we go.
411, you dial 211. 211 is a resource that you call them, there's a series of just a few prompts, but you get a live person. And you put in your zip code, so they zero in on where you're located, and then you indicate what issue you need help with, whether it's paying your bills, if it's domestic violence, or if you're looking for a shelter or food pantry. And then then it zeroes in and it actually transfers your call to a live person that you can speak with, and
Wow.
they can actually give you, yeah, it's throughout the country, but I'm surprised so many people aren't familiar with 211.
Pretty basic help.
It's amazing. It's a great resource, but we funded 211.
Ah,
Yes, we funded 211.
that's
so.
why it's important to fund United Way.
That's why it's very important to fund United Way.
You're friends with the cities, Lancaster and Palmdale?
I'm getting there. Lancaster and Palmdale, and then we work with a lot of school districts as well. Ton of school districts. So The Lancaster Palmdale School District, a lot of the teachers, they're so busy they don't have time
Right.
to do that, but they donate through their contributions with their paychecks, so through payroll deductions.
Important stuff, so you'll get
It
on
really
their
is.
calendar.
Yep, yep.
We just have a couple of minutes left.
Alrighty, well, you'll be seeing a lot of me. I'll be out and about shaking hands, and I'd like people, I do have my phone number if people want to call me in the
Yep.
office, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so my phone number, which is my direct line, and see, I'm actually looking at it because that's how new I am. It's area code 661, of course, 874-4285. So 661-874-4285. That's my direct line. So if you're interested in me coming out and talking about what we do, putting together a campaign, I would love to do that.
We must.
We must. We must.
Big
And you're
companies-
going to be seeing me every week getting flowers. Your
Wow.
girls are amazing, by the way.
They are. We have a lot of fun with what we do.
I don't know if I should tell you or not, but they even added the little extras. That, you know, at Vaughn's you have to pay.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to pay an extra $2.
Well, you know what? I think we're just in business because we like making people happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
And we
can
like
see
them to
that.
come back, so.
yeah, absolutely. And your flowers last forever, by the way.
Wow.
10
Yeah.
days.
Oh, yeah.
10 days.
Aaron,
Really.
Aaron,
Mine
do
are
you want to
usually-
weigh in on that?
Oh, they went for over a month at our house.
Really? Did you get a cactus? How did that happen?
It was a nice arrangement for my mother, and it went for a really long time.
I know, I was blown away. I was blown away because that doesn't happen at no, sorry, Vaughn's, doesn't, or State or Road, it doesn't happen with those.
Brooke Peterson, United Way. Welcome to the
Yeah.
Antelope Valley.
Thank
Hey, we're
you.
going to make you AV nice.
Hey, thank you.
We'll be right back.